Hey everybody, it's Chris, MTGO's RexDart, and we're playing with the Aristocrats deck. We're going to be on the play. And let's see here. What I don't like is not having a discard spell for disruption here, but I do have some spells that'll be good against other fair decks. Lightning Bolt for some early removal. It's not terrible. I'll try it, but my gut is that having one of the discard spells is going to be pretty key with this. Let's see, probably lead on this, and then end of turn I can fetch a white source untapped or tapped if unless he gives me something that I need to bolt. Okay, Monastery Swift Spear, huh? Well, I could consider bolting this. It's going to cost me 2 additional life, so really I lose 1 compared to what it would be just taking the hit off the Swift Spear. But if I want to be able to play, I guess the question is if I'm going to play the Blood Artist next turn. He might just kill it. I don't really get a lot of value out of it, except I do gain a life back. I think we're going to go ahead. Alright, so we'll bolt it. Down goes the Swift Spear. Even if he has a... Oh, he has mutagenic growth. Okay, I was thinking if he had a... Well, that's a beating. That was very fortunate for him. Well, I think at this point... probably just bolt the Swift Spear. Hope he does not have another mutagenic growth. Okay. Now I can start throwing out Lingering Souls tokens next turn. The issue, of course, will be if he has another haste guy here, I'm going to be in burn range pretty quickly. Oh, he only had the 1 land. Now that's interesting. Alright, so I can play a Blood Artist and a Doom Traveler here, or I can just play the Lingering Souls. I think I'll just do the Lingering Souls. And next turn I can flash it back and play a Traveler if I want. Alright, well if he had some burn, I think when he saw this, he probably should have started dumping it on my face. Blister Coil, weird. That's weird. Okay. I mean, I guess I get it. It has some synergy with what he's doing there, but boy, you know, Dark Confident does not feel like I want in this matchup. Let's see. Flashback, Lingering Souls, and cast a Doomed Traveler. Start attacking. Now if I can get a sack outlet. Now if he just stumbles up on land here, I don't know what he might have a ton of free Phyrexian mana spells sitting around in his deck. To go with this Swift Spear and this Blister Coil weird. I don't know. But still, him being hung up on 1 land and he's not doing a hell of a lot here. Alright, do I want to cast another Lingering Souls, or do I want to run out the Blood Artist here? I think we'll run out the Blood Artist. So may as well swing with that. And I'll leave a couple guys back to block. Alright, so next turn I can have more Souls tokens. Sack Outlet would be real nice if this Blood Artist lives. Titan's Strength. Okay, he's just going to do that. To scry on the upkeep, I guess. It doesn't give it trample. Neither does that. I think if he has a spell in here that would give a guy trample. Alright, he's going to swing. Is there a free spell that gives trample? Boy, I don't know. We're just going to chump. See what he has. Okay, nothing. Alright. Okay, oh, I've got a bolt. Alright, so fire all of that in there, and white, black, another Lingering Souls, and then I would have lethal next turn, unless he has something crazy going on. He just hasn't hit a land drop. Now he has a land drop. I don't know what else his. It's like he obviously didn't have a bunch of 1-mana burn spells, or it would have made sense to just dump them on me. Okay, he's got a Monastery Swift Spear. Okay, so we've got an Assault Strobe on the Monastery Swift Spear. Guess I can just bolt that in response. Then he can eat it. Let's see if he has something else up his sleeve here. No? Okay. He can eat the Strobe to grow the Weird. Can't he? No, it's not the one that eats it. It's not even the good one. Okay. I don't really know what he's doing here. I think he was Niv Magus Elemental this whole time. Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. He'll be. Let's see. If I double block there, get him down to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm still not killing him either way. I guess I probably didn't need to bolt the thing. I was just, you see this kind of setup and you're thinking, what kind of craziness could he have? Okay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can only get him to 1. Then I can flash back to Lingering Souls. Black. Alright. So he scoops. So I gotta figure some kind of. Yeah, I mean, some kind of trick deck, obviously. Just a bunch of cheap free spells that he's trying to run off. So. That's not really gonna do it. Pyroclasm. No. Core Firewalker, I guess. I probably want that. Is there anything here that's, the Bobs are pretty bad against him. I got 4 of those. So I can bring in a few other things here. The Sin Collector could be good, and maybe bring in the Pyroclasms. Yeah, let's try that. So the change in the payouts and stuff, and the way that the daily events are going to be structured in these play points and whatnot. I'm sure you read the news about that, or have read an article about that, and I guess I'm worried about it personally, only to the extent that it kind of screws up the whole economy and my impact collection value. Because if you know from watching my events, that I basically just run through the 2-mans just to get a bunch of quick matches done, and for me, I get paid in the play points, and I just turn around and spend the play points on another constructed tournament, and I'm not looking to make a bunch of money off of this or anything, so from my perspective, it's probably just convenient. It's just that, and frankly, the pack values have been so bad recently that it's not very, I'm mostly concerned about being able to get back enough to keep just playing through the queues, and so now it'll be 30 if you win and 5 if you lose, and you need 20 to enter an event. So if you win 2-man queues, you have enough to play 3 more, even if you lose all of those. So it seems like that it would be better for just knocking off matches, but again, if it has a huge impact on the whole format in the economy, that could be a problem. Because obviously I have a lot of money tied up in here I don't want to lose, and okay. Not really enamored of Thoughtseize here either. I just didn't have a hell of a lot to take that out for. Inquisition will be fine. Bloodsoaked Champion. I've got a Blood Artist, a Pyroclasm. I think that'll all work. We're going to keep this. He sent me a message. What did he send me? Got the sideboard bug, so that's nice. What is the sideboard bug? I don't know. Okay. Does the sideboard bug mean you wasn't able to sideboard? Alright, we're going to lead on a Blackcleave Cliffs, I think, so that I can Inquisition him right away. Desperate Ritual and Teamer Battle Rage. Okay, that would give something trample. See, I was wondering what he had that that was going to give something trample here. So I guess he can make all the mana he wants. I'm going to take the Teamer Battle Rage. But yeah, if there are people who are trying to make money, obviously I kind of get the advantage of I'm able to pay for a lot of stuff by what I make from writing articles or whatever, which is not, like a fortune or anything, but I already had a pretty extensive collection, and so, it didn't take an awful lot to sort of, occasionally add new stuff to it that's relevant in the eternal formats. So, but I understand that there are people who kind of need to. Do I need to get another black here, or am I okay just getting this plains I think I'm okay just getting this planes. But yeah, the idea, I've heard a bunch of people saying this week that the idea that you could do this and sort of make a living off of it, which I don't know why, it seems like if you just really weren't good at poker, but I mean, you could do a lot better with that. So I don't know who all was making a living grinding this, but apparently there were some people that were, and I guess that dream has died based off the payout changes. But I don't know, it seems like the pack prices being depressed was already causing that, and this is a way to remedy the pack prices. So I mean, you tell me, but it doesn't seem like this is going to be the doom that everybody wanted to make it out to be. But all right, so he's going to play the Desperate Ritual. Wonder if there's something you could do with the fact that it untaps the guy. Seems like there must be some kind of combo potential in there somewhere, but okay. Let's see. I can run out the Blood Artist here, and okay. No, I can't do both. I don't really want to Thoughtseize him. I think I just want to attack with both, and then. Oh, I should have run out the dang Blood Artist first. Yeah. Because now he has an incentive here. He could trade. No, he's not going to anyways. Okay. Black and 1 for Blood Artist. And then we'll play that in tapped and pass the turn. Alright, well, he's got 3 unknowns at this point. So he could have a doubler, or if he had a mutagenic growth, would get this guy to 4, and then the doubler would give it 8 and trample, but I can still live with that. Alright, Titan Strength. So we're up to 5 power. Now the doubler would make it 10. If he has it. Probably just going to Thoughtseize here next turn. I can Slaughter Pact and just pay next turn. Yeah, maybe I should. Right? 2 in a black? Yeah. I'm just going to Slaughter Pact that. That's what I like to prevent that. I think so. Okay. Attacking with the Blood Artist was a little reflexive there. That was a little loose, guys. Do I want to Thoughtseize him? If I Thoughtseize him, I'm taking 5 this turn to go to 14. I don't think I need to. He could have a Swift Spear plus something and pound me, but yeah, his deck's pretty all in. But yeah, I think it'll be fine for people who just want to basically just keep playing Constructed. And then at some point you can turn a certain number of wins, I don't remember exactly how many it was, into a draft entry with play points. And that, I guess, is the closest way you're ever going to be able to get to, quote, cash out your play points, will be to go in and do a draft, because that's still going to pay. Obviously, you'll open 3 packs in the course of the draft, and then I think it will still pay pack prizes for the drafters. So at some point, you'll still be able to move your play point winnings over into packs and cards, and the packs will be worth more. So all right, well, he scooped, so join me again for another match here shortly. Hey everybody, it's Chris, MTGO's RexDart, and we're back for another match with the Aristocrats deck. Let's see, 5 lands, a Slaughter Pact, okay, and a Doomed Traveler. Well, you know, not a ton of action here. I'm on the draw. We'll keep that. So I don't know if any of you people play fantasy baseball, but good lord, I love starting hitters in Coors Field in July. It just popped on between matches, and was like, saw Cargo hit 2 home runs today, 2 on Friday. So Thoughtseize. All right, well, either my removal or my Blood Artist is going bye-bye, or he could take the first half of Souls, I guess, but that doesn't seem good. So he could be on some kind of junk deck, green, white, black, junk or Jund. Any of those green, black, X rock decks still remain popular. Abzan, Collected Company, popular. Now having a basic swamp to lead on is a little fortuitous, and kind of makes me wonder if he had, if he might be something else. But I guess we'll find out. Hey, well, I guess I'll find out right now. Blackleaf Cliffs into. Let's see. Oh, he's mono black control of some sort. All right. So what do I want to get rid of? Phyrexian Arena feels like that's gonna wreck me. Liliana, I kind of think I can work around. So I guess I'm gonna take Phyrexian Arena. Underworld Connections is basically the same thing, but yeah, I feel like this Tragic Slip's gonna be pretty dead in my hand. Alright, I'll play that tapped, and then next turn the Blackleaf Cliffs. Okay. So you can plus the Lily, and I'll just discard Lingering Souls, and then flash it back, and that uses up both of his -2s. Probably just play the Underworld Connections, yeah. Hey, that's pretty good. Black, black, Lingering Souls. Okay. Alright. Inquisition. Well, you're going to get my Tragic Slip. So I think he still has Swamp and Lily in hand, or he might be Lily and one unknown. Oh, Bajuka Bog. Okay, well, that was nice. Got to give it to you there. And draw a card. That's a Bolt. Play the Aristocrat here. Red, black. So he can get the Bolt with Lily, but who cares? I guess, really. Um, this deck could have problems dealing with the Aristocrat. Tragic Slip is actually very good against it, but um, okay. Yeah, and I kind of wish I had the back half of that Lingering Souls to flash back to give me a little extra insurance here, since he is drawing an extra card per turn, but he doesn't have a ton of time here. Alright, there's a Lily. So he can just +1 it to get the Lightning Bolt out of my hand, or he can get rid of one of my Spirit tokens. Alright, he's going to make me sack a creature. Alright. Okay, so that leaves me with just the Spirit token still to... Alright, she's at 1. Okay, then Doom Traveler. Alright. Let's see, I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I sack the Doom Traveler, okay. Attack, poker, and then sacrifice Doomed Traveler. All right. And he is at 4. I wonder if Mono Black Control would like that new, probably not, that new Titan guy. He's gonna do that to draw a card. Alright. No, I don't think I'll be redirecting that damage. Okay, so Mono Black. See, I'm wondering what is his win condition going to be? I would think your win condition would just be some Tassiger or something. What would you kill with the Mono Black list? Let's see. Is there anything here like Tragic Slip? Seems like it's not that good. Bolt at least is still kind of versatile. So maybe a Sin Collector. And just anything here. A Zealous Persecution just to increase my clock. Mind Sensors. Yeah. Something to get rid of his enchantments. Maybe Wear and Tear in there. So maybe I'll bring in a second Wear and Tear. I think that's probably a good idea. Get rid of Slaughter Pack and bring a second Wear and Tear. If I see a bunch of big creatures or Phyrexian 5/5 thing, then I guess I'll bring that stuff back in. Let's submit there. I'd want Slaughter Pack and Tragic Slip for that, because obviously Bolt is terrible, because it has reverse Phyrexian Negator ability. What's that thing called? Oh, Phyrexian Obliterator. Yeah. I don't know if he's doing that, but I'm going through trying to think what the kill condition in a deck like that is going to be. one of the reasons that I haven't played a lot of disruption decks that don't also have green is because it's so easy when you're playing all this discard to just have Tarmogoyf is just, you know, a big dumb guy to finish off the game. And black has not really had that kind of creature. Like when I've tried to do like some Dega brews, red, white, black, the lack of in those colors, sort of like a Tarmogoyf equivalent, has always sort of foiled me, because you need something like that to just sort of close out the game. Like you have a lot of great 1-drops and 2-drops and the best, most efficient removal and everything else, but you don't have just a way to close out the game. Now Tasigur, I think, kind of does that now, and so I plan to go back at some point to some of those old red, white, black brews that I had and see if I can see if a couple Tasigur makes a big difference. So I tend to always play Bob in those, and that's a pretty rough rip off of a Dark Confidant, but alright, so my mono black opponent with the unknown kill condition, we saw basically Liliana and a bunch of disruption spells. Alright, so I don't have any red, but the white and black's going to get me most of where I want to go here right now anyways. So we're going to keep. If he turn 1 Thoughtseizes me and takes my Thoughtseize, I can live with that. I mean, I have to live with that. I don't have any choice. I wonder what kind of format Modern would be if Mental Misstep was legal in it. Because we didn't even have much time in Legacy with Mental Misstep being legal. And obviously I've played in Vintage where you play 4 of them, and it's strange because certain spells that should be pretty good, like Spell Snare for instance, it's almost a liability that it only costs 1, but more of the important spells in Vintage cost 2, but obviously still enough cost 1 that Mental Misstep is ubiquitous. But yeah, it's like everybody just jammed 4 Mental Missteps into their deck in Legacy, but you wonder if that would have shaken itself out eventually. You know, it's like we didn't really get much chance to see how that was going to play out. I played a Bajuka Bog once when my opponent had a Leyline of Sanctity in play. That's unfortunate. You have to end up exiling your own graveyard. Alright, I guess I'm going to Godless Shrine untapped and Thoughtseize in here. Okay. Alright, Gray Merchant, Phyrexian... Okay, there's a kill condition. Phyrexian Arena and Underworld Connection. So let's take the Phyrexian Arena, and then I can plan on nuking the Underworld Connections with the Wear and Tear. Oh, a Pack Rat. That's unfortunate, because I need... Come on, red for the bolt. Red for the bolt. No. Okay. Pack Rat's a good kill condition. Alright, well, I can take Gary with the Thoughtseize and then play a Doomed Traveler. Oh, God, I wish I didn't hear this. Like, oh, I'm not going to need red. Oh, okay. So white for a Doomed Traveler. And then Thoughtseize him. Take Gary. Alright, Underworld Connections. Alright, I still get a turn to rip a red source. I got there. Boom. Yes. Alright. Oh, that only costs 1 white. What? Forgot about that. Okay. Um, you're thinking it was a split card disenchant or something, yeah. Tell how often I play with this. An unhinged and a Zendikar. Come on, dude. Erebos. Well, at least this wouldn't have gotten rid of that anyways. It's a kind of cool deck. I think I like it. See, another Doom Traveler and a Blood Artist, I think. Doom Traveler and Blood Artiste. Because if he has a Lily follow-up here, I don't lose the whole of the Lingering Souls. Excuse me. Alright, so he's got a Tech Edge. Cavern of Souls, huh? I'll play it. What do I want to name, though, if I play it? I want to name Human or Vampire? Probably Vampire. Am I going to need it for casting Aristocrat and Blood Artists? Yeah, we'll name Vampire with it. Okay. Alright, so... Alright, now he's just going to Tech Edge that. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I could have considered holding the thing. I'm going to swing with those. He can kill one with the Mutavault. Gets Blood Artist going, and I get the flyer anyways, so not too worried about that. Basically still does the 1 damage. Alright, white, white, colorless, Lingering Souls. Alright, draws a card off of Erebos. Okay, now he's got a Phyrexian Arena. Yeah, and he needs to rip a Gary. Would certainly swing this game back in his favor. Otherwise, I feel pretty good about this. Alright. Colorless, black, flash that back, play that tapped, and pass the turn. Yeah, Gary would get him 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 point swing. Did he rip it? Yeah, well, yeah, looks like he did. He got it. Okay, so he got there. That is exactly what he needed. Right, so you can swing with Erebos. I'll chump it with a Spirit. Alright. Need to rip something to swing this. Well, that's not really going to do it. If he's got another Gary, I'm dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll leave the Doom Traveler back to block. 1, 2, 3, so swing with the 4 spirits. Okay. I'll leave 2 Doom Travelers back to block, I guess. right? Yeah, I mean, if he gets to another Gary, I've made him discard when he's cast one. If he does, that's lucky, but you know, that's his kill. So he has drawn. Now at this point, really only 3 extra cards, but you know, so you can go boom, 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 boom on these lands, and I know he's got it. I got nothing in hand, so if he had it, he'd just slam it to win. He's at 8. He's going to go down to 7 next turn. And if he attacks with Erebos, he's going to go down to 7 now, and then 6 next turn. So he has to start worrying about a Blood Artist. Alright, so he doesn't do anything. Cartel Aristocrat. Do I just win? Maybe. So we're going to swing with the Spirits and then drop the Aristocrat and just win the game, I think. I need to drop it now. White, black. Alright, he's going to draw a card. Alright, so we got there on that one. Anyways, it's looking good so far, although none of this has been like really top tier opposition. I have nothing wrong with those with that deck, but not you know, the mono black. It's interesting to see. I tried doing something like that in Legacy with some Erebos and some smaller, more aggressive creatures. But anyways, all right. Well, join me for another video here shortly. Hey everybody, it's Chris, MTGO's RexDart, and we're here to wrap up our match play with the Aristocrats. I'll be on the play. And more apologies for those of you who don't care about baseball, but I just checked again, and the Rockies have scored 17 runs. Carlos Gonzalez has 6 RBIs and 2 homers. I tell you what, everyone should want to get to play in Coors. I think he would probably cry if they ended up trading him in the next few days. Okay, we're going to probably keep that. Thoughtseize, Bob's. Yeah, keep it. Alright, I think I'm going to fetch Basic Swamp. I don't have any red, but I will have a bottle. I'll draw into the lands I need and get Basic Swamp here. Keep my protect my life total just a little. What in the world? Sunday afternoon, the strange stuff comes out to play here. This guy really really set up for blue-white control deck of some sort. Alright, does any of this stuff bug me too much? I don't want the path. The Wall of Omens is okay. Alright, we'll take the path. Play some blue-white control in my day, and Standard back in 2010. Chase the Mind Sculptor and whatnot. Okay. I'll play Bob. My life total is a little low here, so I'm going to end up needing a sack outlet to ditch my own Bob, but I'm not under any pressure from him, nor do I expect to be, so. All right, Wall of Omens. Oh, Tablet of the Guilds. But yeah, I liked Wall of Omens back in that deck. It was very nice. All right. And the Lingering Souls. So, what do I want to play here? I could play the Blood-Soaked Champion and a Blood Artist. Or I could play the Lingering Souls. I think I just play the Lingering Souls here. I feel like I probably need to get a red at this point. Is it going to be relevant? Yeah. Alright, we'll get the red. I hate doing this, but... Alright. Black, white, Lingering Souls. Tablet of the Guilds. Okay. Maybe it's some sort of highly metagamed, you know, like I'm not gonna lose to everybody with $5 red decks, and maybe he just cleans up in the 2-mans doing this. I don't know. I could certainly end up dying to my own Bob here. All right. Alright, I'm thinking you could have Supreme Verdict. So maybe I want to hold the souls and play like a Blood Artist and Doom Traveler. Play the Doomed Traveler. Blood Artist. And I could also play the Blood-Soaked Champion here. So I can get that back pretty easily. If this dude miracles a Terminus or something like that, I'm gonna be like, what? But I'm set up pretty well for Supreme Verdict if he has it. He did play this untapped. Okay, he does have it, so. Alright. Dude is going to take a lot of damage here. Alright. So, let's see. I'm going to play Attack of the Spirit. Bring back the Blood-Soaked Champion. And I think play another Blood Artist. Or do I want to play the Bob, or do I want to flashback Lingering Souls here? We'll play the Bob. He could have another. He hasn't cantripped or anything, so that would be pretty lucky if he has a second Supreme Verdict when I didn't see any. He does. Okay. Alright. So he drew 2 Supreme Verdicts there. All right. Traveler. Blood Artist. And Lingering Souls. Yeah, I thought sees that dude, and so in like 6 draw steps he drew 2 Supreme Verdicts. Another Tablet of the Guilds. D-Sphere. And he's gonna nuke my spirits. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I should have played that second Blood Artist instead of that Bob. Then you would have taken another big chunk of life loss, and then I would have had the Bob out to draw into more gas. But, oh well. The third Tablet of the Guilds. I need to get some action. So play a V-click. Alright. Okay, and then I guess I will just run out the Marsh Flats. Strictly speaking, you have an end game where you can attack with the Falconwrath Aristocrat, and then just like keep bringing this guy back and sacking it, bringing it back and sacking it, etc., etc. So it doesn't hurt to just have a crap ton of lands in play. Opportunity. Wow, this guy is really all in. This is the most blue-white control-y of all blue-white control decks. I'm not going to ever in a million years need that much red. I'll get another Godless Shrine. Hey, Lingering Souls. Not bad. Alright, so the only question for me is, do I want to flash it back now or wait? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because he could, if he had a third Supreme Verdict, that would be pretty bad for me. But that being said, the odds are not great that he has a third Supreme Verdict just yet. And I mean, there's obviously he was just hellbound, so there's no way it's like if he has it, it's just pure luck. It's not like there's anything in the way he's been playing that would say he has a third Supreme Verdict. So I think I go ahead and just flash it back here. Okay. Yeah, well, oh, D-sphere. Okay. So he drew into another D-sphere. That's annoying. If I had a frickin' sack outlet, I could get out of that. I could sack the 1 D-spheres, fizzle the spell. Yeah, I mean he's really set up to just, I think, Elixir of Immortality. Yeah, okay. I mean he's really set up here, I think, to just prey on red decks. But you know, I think I just bolt the V click. That's his only. Clock on me right now. Of course, he's going to be able to start using colonnades. Yeah, I don't think my deck is terribly set up against him because it has a lot of resiliency against Supreme Verdict, as you saw there. If he doesn't have the second Supreme Verdict, if he doesn't rip literally 2 Supreme Verdicts out of the first 4 cards he draws, you know, I think I had him beat there. But sometimes that happens. So, all right, so he's got me on a 3-turn clock, and I'm nowhere near killing him. A Falconwrath Aristocrat could get me a lot of the way there, but that's like the only thing, because I can start using Aristocrat and just recurring the Bloodsoaked Champion with a Blood Artist in play, and I could just hold her up to block. Yeah, this is not going to happen. So I'd have to attack with something, obviously, to be able to start to recur it, but I have Doom Traveler or something I could throw in the way. But so far, from the looks of it, I think what he would probably have the most trouble with is maybe Twin, because I haven't even really seen any counter magic from him. I mean, I figure he probably has some, but all right. Well, I get 1 turn to draw an out here, and if he's drawn another path at that point, well, Lingering Souls. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? I should have just done them both there because he wins off the D sphere anyways if he had it. Because I can't block Colonnade. So, yeah, there I should have just played both of them. Yeah, to do. Okay. Alright, now he doesn't win, so I don't know anymore if this is the 4th Tablet of the Guilds. It's just makes it impossible to freaking race him. Inquisition of Kozilek. Well, at least I can see what's going on here. Let's do that. 2 more Supreme Verdict. He had all 4 of them in the top half of his deck. Alright. Good guy. Or he redrew the ones from earlier. You're freaking kidding me. Is there even any way to win past that? Like, I'm thinking that the smart play here is probably to scoop, but I have to keep. I mean, he could keep blanking, but I mean, he's at 19 here. Again, I could get back in it if I drew a Falconwrath Aristocrat. But I am now down at 13 minutes here. The Sphinx's Revelation for $1 million here. X equals 5. It goes up to 27. Yeah, you know what? Okay, we're just gonna scoop. I don't have time for this. Let's see. Okay, so Rending Volley, I think, is a good one. Wear and Tear certainly could be good. Sing Collector, I think, will be good. Let's see. Let's go in here and see what's gonna be bad against him. Like Tragic Slip could be okay, but I don't know. I don't think I want Slaughter Pact. I think I'll take the Tragic Slips out. Bolt's not very good against him either, but it gives me some reach. I feel like I might want. Let's bring in Sing Collector. Bring in these Wear and Tears, and debatable whether I should want to bring in the Rending Volley. And it will take care of either of his any of his clocks, but almost by that point, like if I'm at the point where he's doing that, the game is probably lost. Yeah, you could make an argument for bringing that in, but it's like I'm not going to cut a Bolt for it. A Bolt could just win the game, and this is like, well, if he starts attacking me with something, well, at that point, yeah. Is there anything else that I just really don't want here? No, okay. Alright, so we'll be on the play. And alright, so here we have some dudes, a Sack Outlet. I think it's okay. We're going to keep it. The Lightning Bolt isn't probably doing a hell of a lot, but alright, so Black Cleave Cliffs, Bloodsoak Champion, alright, and then Marsh Flats, Plains, Godless Shrine, State Godless Shrine, yes, white, black. I want the Cartel Aristocrat or the Bob here. Let's run the Cartel Aristocrat out. He may have a Path to Exile. Let's see what he... Wall of Omens. Okay. Alright. So I play a Bob here. I can attack in and bolt the wall. It might, I mean, it buys me a turn maybe of getting into something extra. Alternatively, it's just holding the bolt for reach. So the question is, what am I going to get in next turn? But like, if getting rid of this means I'm going to get in for an extra 2 next turn, then it's just about even. And at least he's down the guy. So I think we'll do that. I'm going to bolt it. Black. Black. Playing Bob. D-Sphere, huh? Okay. D-Sphere gonna get rid of the Bob, I guess. Yeah. Alright, doesn't matter whether to sack it or not, so. Alright. And I guess technically I can wear and tear end of his turn and get that back. So I think I'll. Alright, so here's the question. I can Lingering Souls here, but if he has Supreme Verdict on curve, mind you, next turn, then clearly the best play is to hold open the tear to get the D-Sphere back. So I could play Bob and hold that open. Or I could just not play Bob, hold that open. Or I can tap out for Lingering Souls, but I don't think that that's the play. So the question is whether or not to play Bob, because I'm definitely going to hold the tear open. So if I play the Bob, it's a question of whether he thinks that this is enough of a board presence to bother doing that too. I'm going to play the Bob. Because currently, he could just think that he can hold this off with another Wall of Omens or something. There's not a lot going on. This is an instant, right? Okay, so Serum Visions. Alright, so he did not have Supreme Verdict on curve there. If Bob lives, I'd like to have another land so that I can Lingering Souls and then still hold up the tear. Okay, he's going to D-Sphere again. Okay. Going to D-Sphere that Bob. Okay. Alright. To light. That did not help all that much. Okay. Alright, so he's at 6. So I can play the first half of the Lingering Souls here, or I can play nothing and just threaten lethal anyways, but he almost at this point has to have the Supreme Verdict. But the thing is, if he just has a Wall of Omens, this isn't lethal unless I put out the front half of the Lingering Souls, so. Alright, Serum Visions. And he's looking for the Lingering, or for the Supreme Verdict, I assume. And he must have. Okay, Rock's Faithmender? Interesting. Okay. Alright, well, he's not going to gain any life from that, because whatever he blocks, I can just sack to Cartel Aristocrats, so I don't think that makes a difference. No. Okay. And I got a Blood Artist, so yeah, he's all kinds of dead. Black, black. Blood Artist. Okay. Okay, Bob. that, and then whichever one he blocks, I'll just sack, and then I'll sack the rest. One, and there's the game. All right, so all right, so any rethinking? Now I know he has that Faith Mender guy in there. Because this only does 4, it's not quite a combust. Do I want the Tragic Slips back in? I mean, they do kill V-Click. It's just I'm not seeing anything in here that I really want to cut for that, because everything else I think is pretty well set up to fight him, and I liked having those wear and tears. So I think we're just going to keep it the way it is. So, all right. So this one, you know, there could be a lot better hands in this against him. That's not doing much. We've got a couple Cartel Aristocrats just going to sit there and be blanked. By the time he plays this, nah, I don't like that hand. That hand I like better. Okay, so I wonder why I just blue-white control, because it's not very common. Seems like adding black or adding red gives you an awful lot. Modern mana bases are pretty greedy as it is. Alright, so I think I want to go with a lead on a Inquisition, maybe? No, I don't need to Inquisition him yet, I don't think. I can just, yeah, I'll lead on Inquisition, and then next turn I can play 2 Duders. Black. Alright, take Tablet. He's got 2 Fencers and an Opportunity. Okay. Wow, 2 Fencer. That is. I like Fencer. He's cool. What does he really have to? Wall of Omens. Yeah, that's what he has to do that with. Well, I guess he would have ripped that and cast it either way, so it's not like I'm really hurting myself too bad here. Black Bloodsoaked Champion. White Doomed Traveler. See, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I'm going to win here necessarily, because I don't have a ton of pressure, but it is one of those things where my threats at least are matched up very well against something like a Supreme Verdict. Very resilient. They're going to keep coming back. There's a Bolt. I'm going to be spending that on the Wall of Omens, possibly. Missing a land drop is icky there. Okay. Now he could see. I could do that on the Wall of Omens, but he could be planning on bringing in a V-Click here. But I don't know. I think that's still probably the best thing for me to do. I probably should have cast the Doom Traveler first in case he was going to respond with that. I don't know. Yeah, Supreme Verdict doesn't do that much right now, so... Alright, he ripped another Tablet. So I know his hand had a bunch of lands and 2 Vencers in it, so... He was going to need some more action, but... I'm not exactly lighting the world on fire here. Alright. Alright, he's going to path. What is he pathing? that guy. That would make the most sense. Okay, so that leaves me with... Yeah, I'll use that. Get me a swamp. Okay. Black, white, lingering souls. Alright. So yeah, like at this point, a Supreme Verdict basically does nothing for him. I mean, it kills 1/2 of a Lingering Souls, and I get 2 Flying Doom Travelers. So... okay, he's going to D-Sphere. That sucks for me. What is he going to D-Sphere? The Doom Travelers? Yeah, I would. Okay. Alright, so I can play Blood Artist in the other half of Lingering Souls, or I can play this Lingering Souls from my hand and just have 2 in the graveyard. The only reason I want to do this is if he's going to V-click me instead next turn, but I'm thinking that Blood Artist, but he is not going to do that. Alright, Rock's Faithmender. Well, he's going to gain... That means he's basically going to gain 2 life off of each spell with Tablet. White. White. That's cute. Yeah, so... Yeah, doubling those things, he's going to be able to race me pretty effectively. Black, Bob, black, white. Thing is, he's committed at this point on the board where I don't feel like he's going to be able to Supreme Verdict. I mean, he can do it, but he's going to take a crap ton of damage, and I still have a Lingering Souls to reload with here. But he is going to gain a ton of life off those things. Yeah, 8 life off of that. That is so annoying. Alright. Thoughtseize him? Or do I just want to play Lingering Souls and flash it back right now? I probably don't want to do that. He's going to Sphinx's Rev in response, gain a ton of life. Yeah. Yeah, at this point, the, what do I want to get rid of? Fencer, the Opportunity. Yes, Opportunity? What is Fencer going to do? Just bounce crap. And I'll get rid of that one. Okay. And then white, white, white. D-Sphere. Oh, that was the most ridiculous rip. Okay, yeah, that does it. All right, I don't think my deck was that poorly matched against this, but that's definitely game. Anyways, sometimes your opponent just gets very fortunate. So, anyways, hope you enjoyed watching the videos this week, and I will. There's no way I can raise the double faith menders or whatever at this point, and I'm out of time. So. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the videos this week, and I'm going to be going to Gen Con this week, so in a couple weeks I should be back with a report from hopefully some vintage and legacy action out there, and hope you've enjoyed a lot of modern content lately, just because that's where some of the more interesting stuff is happening. Vintage and legacy a little stagnant lately, but I'm going to get back to that when I get back, and that should be most of the Gen Con report. So anyways, I'm glad you guys could join me this week, and I will see you next time.